Welcome to the second in a series of video tutorials entitled Understanding Gevity. These tutorials aim to give you a better understanding of the Gevity app so you can best use it to improve your lifestyle and health. In this video, you will learn how to connect various medical and fitness devices and apps to Gevity to allow you to seamlessly integrate this data into one central location. Gevity connects to almost 50 different devices and apps, most of which are very popular, and you may already be using some of these. You can continue to use the devices and apps you love whilst gaining extra insight and benefit from Gevity. The 4 steps you must follow to connect your devices are: firstly, download the Gevity app and register if you haven't already. Secondly, decide on the devices and apps you will use with Gevity. Thirdly, sign up with each of the device or app vendors. Lastly, give Gevity access to the data on each of these devices. It's a straightforward process. However, you may not be required to perform each of these steps. For example, if you have already downloaded Gevity, there is no need to perform the first step. Also, if you already have some devices and apps you are currently using, there are no need to perform steps 2 or 3. In these cases, you can go straight to step 4. First off, visit the Apple App Store from your iPhone or iPad. Then, search for the word Gevity. Lastly, press the Get button on the right-hand side of the Apple Store window to begin the download. This is just the standard way you download apps from the App Store, so you would have probably successfully done this many times before. The download should commence immediately. After the download has completed, start the app and follow the registration prompts to create a username and password for your Gevity account. As mentioned previously, you may already have some devices or apps that you use and love. That's great, continue to use them. Otherwise, you should do some thinking and perhaps discuss with your doctor the types of health data you should be monitoring. Some important health data includes: if you are conscious of your weight, a set of wireless scales are a great way to easily monitor your weight, body fat, and BMI without the need to key in any data. Alternatively, you may have been told by your doctor to monitor your blood pressure regularly. In any case, periodic checks of your blood pressure are a great way to understand the impact your improved healthy lifestyle is having on your risk of critical health events. Another important data stream is your activity level. In this case, a pedometer measures the number of steps you take during the day. Once you have decided on the health data streams you intend to monitor, you then need to decide which devices to purchase. There are plenty to choose from, but make sure you check with the Gevity website to ensure that whatever you choose will work seamlessly with Gevity. Keep an eye out for an upcoming Gevity blog regarding the things to look for in activity trackers. Lastly, purchase the devices. The popular brands are available in many places online or in retail stores. One important tip is that there is no need to purchase new wireless devices if you are currently using non-wireless devices at home. Gevity allows you to key in your readings of your non-wireless devices at any time. When you start using each device, you will be asked to register. Please take note of the username and password you use in the registration process for each device or app. You will need it later. If you're already using a particular device or app, take the time to reacquaint yourself with the relevant username and password. This may require you to use the Forgot Password function for the device or app to retrieve or set your valid password. Registration is free and usually only takes a few minutes. Lastly, follow the device vendor's instructions on how to use their device or app to monitor your health or exercise. For example, for a blood pressure monitor, there may be a particular process required to ensure the most accurate readings. An important tip here is to try and use the same username for all the devices and apps. Also, at least in the short term, it may be beneficial to use the same password for all the devices or app registrations. This can make the process a whole lot easier. If you wish, you can always come back later and change the passwords without affecting the Gevity integration. Now that you have connected each of your devices, you need to authorize Gevity to access the data from each of these apps and devices. You need to give your permission to access the data stored with the various device and app vendors. The way this is done is you need to sign into each device or app vendor with your relevant username and password and give Gevity access. This technique is the standard way the process is performed on the internet and may be familiar to you. To do this, press the Settings button in the top right-hand corner of the Gevity screen and select Devices. This brings up the Human API screen. Human API is the integration platform that Gevity uses to connect the devices and app vendors. When the Human API screen loads, you will see all the device and app vendors listed. You will see Fitbit, MapMyFitness, MyFitnessPal as some of the common vendors. For this demonstration, we will connect to iHealth. Clicking on iHealth brings up the iHealth Authorization screen. By filling out your username and password, you are authorizing iHealth and Human API to pass that data to Gevity. So here I will type my email address and password and sign in. If you have typed the correct username and password, you will see this screen here. You can then press Finish to close the Human API screen and return back to Gevity. All iHealth devices, scales, blood pressure monitors, and glucometers that you are using to monitor your health will now stream data to Gevity. It is worth commenting here that all historical data you have in iHealth will come across, not just the new readings. As such, it may take a little while, possibly up to 15 minutes, for all your previous readings to come across into Gevity. For this demo, before we finish, I just wanted to show you something else. Selecting Connect More Data will take you to the Connect screen and allow you to connect more devices. As you can see on the Connect screen, the iHealth entry has the word Connected in green beside it, indicating that it is connected to Gevity. You can also go to the top left-hand corner and select Your Connections, and this will show you just the connected devices. It is in this screen that you can disconnect devices and apps. When you click on a particular vendor, you will see a red cross appear. Press the red cross and disconnect the device or app. This concludes the tutorial. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us on info@gevityApp.com.